My peeps, but then here today I wanted to thank Markley Barkley, Piece of Me, Violet Rainbow, Ibani Lecriot, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, and Autumn Drake for reminding me of this wonderful Cuffs fan fiction. So I also wanted to thank everyone. I'm surprised I managed to actually get to 80 subscribers. I'm not sure if I said this, so I guess. Nah, I have to do something actually big for this to be an 80 subscriber special. But I just wanted to thank all of y'all who have stuck with me since 1 to 2 subscribers. And I hope y'all's day goes amazingly. Now then, let's go ahead and do this magical thing. Now I was reading it and uh there was a little tongue twister. It's quite quickly. And I tried to record this before and I'm like, quickly. And I'm like, oh god, I can't do this. Alright. So sorry about. God, Bo. Sorry about the noises in the background. Bo's currently on his godforsaken, loud motorcycle. My dad. So let's go ahead and do this. Chapter 9. As you look down at the floor, you go to the end of the room and to a door. That rhymes, coughs. You could feel the demon's cold eyes on you, examining your every move. You reached out your shaky hands and grabbed onto the doorknob, turning it and opening it quite quickly. You wanted to get to your new room as soon as possible. As you leave the room, you turn left, quite thankful for remembering to turn left. You could do any He could do anything to you, even if it was something very small that you did wrong. You walk down the hallway, only about 10 feet until you see another room. You stare at the door for a moment before opening it. This was it. Your goddamn new life. This may be the only place you get the slightest of privacy. As you open the door, you are greeted by a bed with a blonde-stained blanket. Blood. That's blood, LG. That was a light gray. It had only one pillow that was stained in blood. That was stained in blood. There we go. Was this the blood of his old prisoners? The thought sent shivers down your spine as one tear began to roll down your cheek. You didn't deserve this. Although you were slightly happy, being a good person you kind of were, you were thankful nobody else had to be put in this kind of mess. You look to your right to see a small brown oak drawer. On top of it was a small lamp. On the ceiling there was a fan. You were unsure if it still worked. You turned it on, and to your surprise, it did. The walls were a dark green, and the floor was a dark gray, nearly black. Alright, playtime is over. Come downstairs and into the fucking kitchen. Ah! Sorry, that makes me laugh all the time. I'm not gonna say fucking, I'm gonna say the real thing. Alright, playtime is over. Come downstairs and into the fucking kitchen. You hear Antai's heavy Irish accent peep out just once. You chuckle at this, but instantly frown. You begin to go towards the door, opening it and leaving the room. You put your head down once again. Your sight begins to blur. You feel the tears come out. You quickly wipe them away and continue forward. You take a right turn and loom downstairs. You begin to walk down. There's a nice living room, of course. It is a darkish green with a light brown couch. There is a TV with a PS4 near it and 3 controllers. There is also a computer to the right of the TV. You turn your head to the left and see the archway that leads into the kitchen. You begin to walk forward. Your head is still completely down. Look at me, Anti says with a harsh tone. You begin to look up. His eyes scare you still. One is an abyss and the other is septic. His smile is like a sharp dagger digging into your leg. The thought of it just is so unpleasant. There's an N between just and so. Alright. So I'm thinking, alright, hold on guys, let me just hear me out for a second. So I was thinking that tomorrow could be my 80 subscriber special. I lost my train of thought. Because tomorrow I'm going to the beach even though it's still winter, coughs. I don't know how long we're going to be staying there, but it's probably not, considering I tend to go into the water a lot. Alright, having that said, let's go ahead and continue with the video. You'll begin by washing up a few of my clothes and cleaning my dagger. Try stabbing me with it, and it will be the last thing you do. He hissed at you. Although it isn't as bad as before, it may just be your mind. Yes, Anti, you say, fear evident in your voice. For some odd reason, every time you look at him, all you can think about is death. Well, he is a demon after all. It's probably normal. He points to the pile of clothes and they reeked of blood. It says the. There was also a small dagger to the left of them. The wash and dryer are in that small room. He points over to a room across from the kitchen. Use the sink to clean the dagger, he says in a softer tone. That was not softer. Use the sink to clean the dagger, he says in a softer tone. And finally, I will be taking a shower. If you need me, then fucking wait for me, he hisses. There's the Anti you know, sending fear into you. Sarcasm is the key, everyone. Remember to be sarcastic to a demon. Because that'll totally not kill you. Alright. If I encounter a demon, I'm probably going to be dead in the next 5 seconds because I'm very sarcastic. Pets Foxy dabs away. Flareon, come on, let's go. You do as he says and head over to the table, taking a hold of the clothes and dagger. Soon after, you are heading to the washroom. Chapter 10. I don't care about the author's notes. Alright. You begin to walk across the room as you feel Anti's presence disappear. You grip onto the clothes tightly with both hands and place the knife into your... No! King Jessica, no! No! Bad King Jessica, no. That is... What? Boop. Alright. With both hands, and place the knife into your left pocket in your hoodie. As you go to the door across from the kitchen, you grab onto the handle and open it. No! You are greeted by a smaller room with a washer and dryer to your right. To the left of you is a small table. You walk over to the table and place the clothes onto it. You put your hand into your hoodie pockets and sigh before feeling what seemed to be a rectangle. Oh my God. No! You say shakily. You soon realize this figure is your phone. You have never been so happy in your entire life, and you've been pretty happy every time you've seen your phone. You pull it out and instantly go to call someone, but instantly change your mind. You don't want Anti to hear you speaking. That would most likely end in your death. You go to your contacts and click onto your friend's name. As soon as you click on it, a few seconds later it loads in the messages. Instead of instantly texting your friend, you pause for a moment. What if he walks in? What if he found out? You start to silently cry and turn off your phone. It was definitely not worth the risk. You turn back over to the table and stare down at the clothes, frowning. Let me make sure alright, good. Because last time, I accidentally turned off my microphone, and see, this is what happened. No, you can't. Alright. You pick them up and slowly walk over to the washer, opening it and placing them in. You press the button and a noise starts forming, alerting you that you've turned on and that it has turned on and started. It will take about 10 minutes before they are ready to be placed in the dryer. So you turn around and walk over to the dagger, looking at it with fear. So many people must have lost their lives to this dagger. You pick up the dagger and begin to walk out to clean it. You close the door behind you and start walking over to the sink, sighing. You turn your head to the right slightly. You feel as if you are being watched. Ding, ding, ding. You were right. It was Anti. You stare at Anti, or Auntie, whatever, and all he has for clothing at the moment is a towel wrapped around his waist. After looking at him, you instantly turn away, blushing. You did this whenever you saw a decent-looking guy nearly naked, no matter what they were. Blushing, are we? He smirks as he walks over to the couch, turning on his PS4. He begins to play Fallout 4. Fucker, you mumble under your breath, clearly. He was teasing you for his entertainment. Remember, hun, no calling your master that. You hear the demon chuckle as he says that, causing you to shiver in disgust. You continue to walk over to the sink in order to clean the dagger. As you get there, you turn the left knob on the sink and place the knife under the running water. You grab the soap and begin to wash the little killing machine. As you finish up, you walk over to the counter and grab a washcloth. You dry the dagger as you hear the washroom grow silent. 10 minutes must have passed quickly. You begin to walk over yet again. Time to dry the shitty things. They will be covered in blood again tomorrow, most likely, so what is the damn point? You shrug it off and turn the handle on the door, opening it. Yay, chores. I'm going to read another chapter, just for the heck of it. Alright. Warning, this chapter may be sensitive to some readers. Okay, I might as well read that to you guys. Foxy, Flareon, cover your eyes. Y'all can't see this, my babies. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. You begin to walk to the small washroom. You looked at the door, for a few seconds before turning the knob and opening it. You are greeted by the smallest room in the house. You sigh and walk over to the table, placing the knife down. You walk over to the washer and open the hatch. You pick out the clothes and place them on the table for a second to gain a breather. Hold on. False alarm. I thought I was going to sneeze. You pick the wet clothes up after about a minute, and open the hatch to the dryer, throwing the clothes in and shutting it again. You turn it on and nod to yourself. You turn over to the knife and stare at it. It was clean, so maybe it was best to hand it back to Anti. Time to talk to Mr. Shitface again, you mumble to yourself, Anti not hearing what you said due to his gameplay. You shudder before picking it up with your right hand, placing it in your left hand in your pocket hoodie. Placing your left hand in your pocket hoodie. See, that obviously works. In your hoodie pocket. There we go. I can totally English today. You begin to walk towards the door and open it, leaving you in the kitchen. You turn your head over to see Auntie playing Fallout 4. You begin to walk over to him, frowning at the sight of his presence. Auntie, you stutter on his name, fearing he might punish you for interrupting his gameplay. You look at the TV quickly to see he was trying to get into the institution. He pauses the game before turning his upper portion around. He has a straight face before smirking, knowing that when he does, this creeps you the fuck out. What do you want, sweets? He says, adding a little nickname thing to you, causing you to back up slightly. He chuckles at your reaction and looks down to see the clean knife in your hands. I see that you've completed the task. May I have my knife now? He smirks yet again. You hand him the knife without a word. What about the clothes? Are they done yet? He slightly hisses. Oh, what about the clothes? Are they done yet? He slightly hisses, going back to his strict and harsh ways. Almost. They're in the dryer. They should be done soon. You stutter on your first word, yet again. This guy just made you so nervous all the time. I told you guys, I can English today. You look down away from his face and notice he hasn't changed yet, causing you to blush again. You didn't like him, but he did look good. You like what you see, hmm? He laughs at you, causing the blush on your face to spread. No, of course not. That's not what it says, LG. I hate you. You're just good looking. Your eyes widen at what you said. You would never say that to him. So why did you? Give me your arm, he hisses. Okay, guys, so I read ahead of this, and this is going to be pretty graphic, causing you to raise a brow. You stretch out your arm, and he snatches it, digging his sharp nails into it as he holds it, causing you to wince in pain. He takes out the knife, this causes your eyes to water up. What did you do? It wasn't your fault. Your eyes widen as he began to pull up your sleeve. He takes the knife and traces down your arm, from your elbow to your wrist. Good looking. I most certainly take that. Hate me? That is where you, love, fucked up. He laughs as he takes the knife back to your elbow. Your eyes widen much more, and his nails dig into your skin even deeper, not allowing you to move your arm. He begins to jab the knife into your skin, not nearly an inch, but enough to cause you to scream out and cry. You instantly start to yank away, causing more pain as he slides down your arm with the knife. Tears stream down your face as you look straight at him. His eyes are fixed on the blood streaming out. He has a straight face, as if he regretted this. But then he looked up at you and smirked. Shouldn't have said it, love. I truly didn't want to, he says as he gets as he goes down on your wrist. He pulls the knife out of your arm, but does not release you from his grasp. In fact, he pulls you in closer. The pain soon starts to get worse, and you can feel the tears and blood stream from your face and arm. Soon after, you see something unexpected. Anti begins to lick his lips and then licks the blood away from your wrist to your elbow. More flows out, but he does it again. At this point, you're in shock. You couldn't cry. All you could do was blush, really. For some odd reason, you did. He releases your arm as the blood begins to slow down, and before you know it, suddenly something is wrapped around your arm, causing the blood flow to stop completely. Sorry, you say as tears run down your face. He pulls down your sleeve and instantly grabs your arm in pain, and you instantly grab your arm in pain. Anti looks up at you with a straight face. Lean over to my face, he nearly whispers. You blush heavily, and you do so. He takes his mouth to your ear and smirks. No disobeying, love. I could do anything, either sexual or not. But don't begin to think I care for you if I do. He chuckles as he licks your cheek and removes the tears. Now you have laundry to do. I suggest you go do it. You back away and start walking away, quickly hearing his chuckles. Blush is roaming in your face. You may have been blushing from his actions, but you hated him. You could never, even in the slightest, like him. Well, yet at least. Anyway, guys, that was chapter 9, 10, and 11 of Antiseptieye X Reader. Comment if y'all want more of this. This is actually pretty fun to do, and I do like it. Having that said, stay fabulous, and peace out.